still working on what I'm gonna call it, but I'm thinking about like coffee with the homies, and then the description gonna be like talking to dope people, having dope conversations with dope people who doing dope things.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
So today on Coffee with the Homies, I got to speak with a good friend of mine, Darrayan Velez. I've been known Darrayan and her husband Chris for about 5 or 6 years, and I was amazed to see during this quarantine and pandemic time her step out and start this venture that she has. She is the owner and operator of CraftDee Kre8tionz. It is a custom online shop where you can make pretty much anything that you want. You bring her an idea, and you want it on a t-shirt, you want it on a coffee mug, a tumbler, a mask, a hat, anything that you can think of, she can make it happen. I've been following her on IG, and she does amazing work. So I thought it only right to have her come on and speak with me about her motivation behind starting this business, her inspiration for it. It was a great conversation. I was happy for her to join me, and I hope you enjoyed just as much as I did. Thank you guys for joining me. Coffee with the Homies.
So when I was looking at this is the first time I looked at the name of your business, and I realized exactly what it was. Craft. I didn't realize it was CraftDee Kre8tionz. Yeah, that was a nice play on words. I didn't. I felt kind of stupid when I figured that out yesterday.
Yes,
I was like, oh, that's
crafty.
crafty. Oh, that's a play on words. I was like, oh, okay. Look at Simone. She's smart.
I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying.
That's what. So, first of all, tell me about the business. Like, explain to me what it is.
It's just handcraft goods like tumblers, t-shirts, cups, anything that can be like personalized or customized. I can put my hands on it and make it work.
Why did you choose that? Because I was like, when I first saw, me, I've been knowing you and Chris for like 5 years now, almost 6 years. Yeah. So I never assumed that you was into working with your hands like that. So when I saw it on Instagram, I was like, dang, Darry, I didn't know you had that in you. So is there something that you always, you had a background in or what?
Yeah, always. Art has always been like a hidden talent. Drawing is a big thing. I used to draw all the time. One of my dreams as a kid was to be like an animator for Disney. Like I really wanted to draw.
Oh, really?
But crafts and art, anything art and crafts, that's like my thing. It's been like that since I was a kid.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why didn't you go that route out of high school?
Honestly, I just like stopped. I lost the passion for it. When you're in high school, you do dumb things and you just lost the passion for it. And when this came about, it was just like it like reopened everything. And I was like, and I can, make a profit off of it. Why not?
Okay. I understand that because when I was in high school and college, actually, I had several teachers tell me that I should probably pursue a career in like journalism, writing. I was, believe it or not, I was on a high school newspaper.
I was too.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. So I remember my high school newspaper teacher was like a journalism teacher. He was like, hey, man, you really got a talent for this. You should probably pursue it. And me, I was an athlete. I was like, man, I ain't doing no doggone right. I'm going to the league.
Right.
And went to college, and I had a literature teacher tell me the same thing. She was like, you got a talent for writing. You should really pursue it. And my journalism and teacher in college, he told me the same thing. And I was still the same way. I was playing football. Man, I'm going to the league. I ain't going to do that. And then now, all of a sudden, years later, I found that, okay, this is where my passion pretty much lies. I probably should have listened to the people. And I wouldn't be been in a position that I'm in now. So I'm glad you found that spark, again, to dive into that passion again. And you said when I was doing some research, you said that the pandemic kind of pushed you back towards
with the
pandemic, that passion.
We had nothing but time. So it was just like, okay, it's time to learn how to use this machine. It's time to learn how to apply it to a t-shirt. It's like, let's figure out how to apply it to a cup. And once I got into it, it became so fun. Like it's even the harder creations, it's not hard. It's just fun. Like to me, it's a challenge. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like, let's knock it out. It's fun to me.
What at what point during the pandemic did it hit? Like, let me get back into this. Was it something you saw, or it hit you one day when you was getting out of bed? What made that spark?
So I have a friend who does skincare products, and she started her small business. And she told me, like, when you have the time, like, get into it. So I started looking into it, and I looked at like the small business hashtags. I started looking at all those little hashtags. Then I started noticing these are, African American, these are Black people coming up. I'm like, I want to be a part of this movement too. Like, let's get it, let's support it. So not only do I support like her Black owned business, but I figured if she's getting the support, I can get the support too. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. And honestly, we support each other. I don't know if you see a lot of her products on my page, but that's kind of what I want to do as well with this business. I want to support other Black owned businesses and promote them as well.
That's dope. I know the pandemic, when I was, doing some reading, I know they said like 41% of Black owned businesses got affected by the pandemic. But what I appreciate about it is, like you said, the hashtags. Yes. The Black owned businesses, pages on Facebook and social media and things like that. Me and my wife, we made a effort, especially when everything was kind of shut down. We made an effort to try to hit up every Black owned business we could, food, T-shirts, clothing, otherwise. So when I saw you pop up with yours, I was like, oh shoot, let me see if Simone can do something. And I think this was one of the first cups, if I'm not mistaken, that I asked you to make for me, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So my little black coffee thing that I got going on, I was like, man, I'm trying to support as much as possible. So when I saw you pop that up, I was like, oh shoot, yeah. Let me holler at Simone, see if I'm calling you Simone like people know who Simone is.
Right.
Calling you Simone like people know who Simone is. Simone is what I call Simon because I mess up everybody's last name. And it's no longer Simon either. Now it's Velez, but you go forever be Simone. Yeah, I know. Tell Chris don't get mad, but you go forever be Simone. That's the only way I know you. So yeah, when I saw you start your stuff, man, it motivated me to try to dive into some more passions and stuff that I had lost. So any way that I could, so that's why I wanted to ask you to come on, because any way that I can help support you and everybody else who out there striving in their passion, I want to do it. What's some of the steps you had to take to get this started?
Oh, it took a lot of research. I had to figure out the difference between like LLC, DBA, and the EIN numbers. Like I had to figure out, what do I need to just start first before, because LLCs are expensive. So for a small business, do you want to take that leap right away to pay all that to get that? So it was just a lot of research, figuring out how to use and work and build your own website. Figure out, is your name available? CraftDee Kre8tionz, is that name available? It took a lot of research. Took a lot of asking questions. I've asked other family members and things like that what they did as well.
Okay. You what about equipment wise? Did you have to come out a lot of money up front, out of pocket to get your equipment to because I'm sure it's not cheap to do.
It's not cheap. Up front, but that's money that kind of like I had saved for like a rainy day.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? Let's just try it.
Right.
And, yeah. A lot of YouTube, trying to figure it out. A lot of reading. It's just a lot of trial and error when it comes to crafts. Sometimes it'll be cute. Sometimes it's not.
And that's what I wanted to know. If the learning curve, was it difficult, or is just the more that you do, the easier it gets for you?
Right. And some of the projects, just depending on what people want. Some projects are a little harder than others. The learning curve is trying to figure out how to use I use the Design Space and I use Silhouette. So trying to use or Procreate, trying to use all three apps into one project and get it all together and make it fit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's trying to figure out, each function in each app. So that makes it a little difficult too, and bringing it all together.
What is the, I guess because you make pretty much anything for anybody upon request, right?
Right.
What is your go-to item right now?
Tumblers. Tumblers are real fun for me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do clothing and hats and shirts and face masks. That's not like a passion for me, but I mean, I'll do it. But definitely tumblers. I feel like I can get more creative with tumblers. It's kind of like a safe space for me.
Okay, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable to do. Okay. You one thing I like about the angle that you're taking is the customization. Is that even a word? I don't customization. Is that a word? Customizing. Custom. We good for making it work. But one thing I like about it is, like I said, when I first saw you do it, I just gave you an idea. It's like, hey, can you do something like this? And then you created not just this cup. I think you've made like 4 mugs for me already. When you started this, is that something that you said that you would go do right off the bat? Because I know some people just have an idea and they make it and they sell whatever that ideal is, and there's no wavering from it.
Right.
But people can come to you and say, hey, this is what I want. Can you do it? Is that the angle that you wanted to take when you started?
Initially, yes, because I felt like I want to give you what you want. And this is your product, like this is your idea. So I'm just bringing it to life. I was going back and forth for like creating like ready to ship items, like, items that I design and put out there. But I feel like it should be what you want. This is what you're paying for. So get what you want. And
it kind of opens up the market for you too, because you're not confined to okay, this is it. If you want it, you'll buy it. If not, when people come to you and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, it opens up the market and opens up the door to say a lot more people coming in. And I've noticed that the business has picked up since you started, because you've only been doing this for how long?
Just a few months, not long at all. Since like maybe October, like it hasn't been long at all.
Okay, yeah, and that I don't know much about that world, but I can, from my knowledge, I would say that you being able to customize for people kind of helps the business move along, because a lot of people can come in and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Can you do it? And you do a doggone good job of making your stuff high quality. The shirts that you've made for me, I rock on the daily. The mugs, I don't even drink out of this one. This one and the other Black Coffee Matters mug that I don't even drink out of those. I keep those on my coffee stand so I can show off to people. Yeah. Now my favorite mug, I didn't bring it out because it's in the dishwasher right now. But the Black Panther mug that you made, that's the one people always hit me up on Instagram about, because they love that one. That's my favorite one. I think I drink out of that one just
and
about.
I think that was your idea.
Yeah. Don't give my props. Don't give my props. So yeah, man. So that's what I appreciate about what you got going on. The fact that I can come up, because I have ideas all the time. I'm not hands-on. I'm not crafty, so I can't do it. So it's good to know, I got somebody out there that I can say, hey, man, this is the idea that I have, and I can come to you, and I know that you can make it for me. So I appreciate that, man. What in this time that we living in, social media and I know this has been a big platform that people utilize for their business. Is that something that you know? Is that your main? How can I say it? Is that your main source of advertisement for your company, social media? Okay.
Yes, right now it is. Like you said earlier, hashtags play a big part in it. Putting exactly what it is, what the item is, what'll grab a person's attention. Okay. That's like a big thing right now. It's kind of easier, I guess you could say, just to put it like out there, because everybody's on social media, especially right now with the pandemic. People are working from home, so they're working, but their phone is also right here. So they can, just scroll and just happen to see it. So that's, to me, it's just a better source for advertisement.
Good deal. Well, tell the people where they can find you. Yeah, I know you got a website. You just launched your webpage at the first of the year, right?
I did. January 1st, I launched it. Everything is CraftDee Kre8tionz. Creations is with the K and Kre8, the number 8, TIONZ. That's CraftDee Kre8tionz across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and that's the website.
Okay. I went on the web page the other day. You did a good job of putting it together. It flows nice. I like how you got, all the items you can search through. And I mean, I can't say any more than that. I'm happy for you, proud of what you got going on. Like I say, I've been knowing you and Chris for a minute now. I didn't even know you had this in you. So, any way that I can support, man, I'm sure I'll be buying more mugs and more t-shirts as the ideas come along.